So I'm going to start from the US section, the United States section. So it is the first subject is regarding the deportation stuff, okay, and it is called the briefing, okay. So I think it is a separate subject as well, but it is covered in the United States section, like the Donald Trump and immigration, deportation fixation, deporter in chief. So in this particular article, they have explained via charts and via statistics. And the one thing I liked about this magazine the most while reading is that they give references of all the figures, facts and figures that they mention in each of their article. Okay, how far will Donald Trump go to get rid of illegal immigrants? And basically in this article, the author is advocating in the right of immigration. Okay, as easy as the Trump administration is saying it, that we are going to deport millions and millions of people, and it is not that simple, and it is not simple. It is anything but simple, okay, as per this particular article. And they have put their case in front of the readers through facts and through statistics and through the past precedents, that what happened in the past and how much crises have originated and can originate in the future if such a huge level of deportation of immigrants, or even illegal immigrants who do not have the papers, who do not have the residency permit of the United States, even if they get deported in large amounts of large numbers, then it will be dangerous and it will be harmful for the economy of United States. And they have also done a bit of a cost and benefit analysis about that it's going to cost much more to the United States as compared to what are they expecting to benefit from the immigration side in economical sense, obviously, because it is also a kind of a political rhetoric of Donald Trump, as we have seen in his first term. In the second article regarding United States, it is regarding the Los Angeles fires, okay, the wildfires that spread at the start of this year, and what damage did they cause, what was the cause of those wildfires that spread across the Pacific Palisades and all the relevant areas, and what was the economical impact of that, what was the political impact of that, and how it could have been avoided, and how it can be avoided in the future. Okay, so this was it was quite an interesting article for anyone who was actually curious to know that in one of the most posh areas of the world, basically, how did these fires spread that easily, how the planning and the administrative side of things was so bad that it went out of hand and out of control. Okay, so this particular article basically discussed the point wise that how and these fires spread, what was the impact, and how it can be avoided in the future. After that, we have an article about America's bet on industrial policy starts to pay off for semiconductors. So basically, this is about the big bet of the United States that it's going to place on the semiconductors manufacturing, okay, in United States, and it basically try to dominate the semiconductors manufacturing facility market, and so that they don't have any problem about its sourcing from China or Taiwan and all, etc., in case anything goes south for them. So this was regarding the business aspect of, and basically it was about it was more inclined towards the industrial policy and the policy. What is the policy of United States about investing in semiconductor factories? Okay. After that, there is an article about the liquor and hard liquor truths that alcohol causes cancer is the best kept secret in public health. Okay, the non-alcohol market is increasing, is expanding in the United States, and the beer and the wine companies are now trying their best to basically make non-alcoholic wines and non-alcoholic beers. But the problem is that the flavor is just going to be much worse. It's going to be worse, and that is keeping them from doing so at the moment, from expanding it. But they are trying their best because the inclination of the United States public is towards to consume more soft drinks than hard drinks. Okay, so this is obviously in a magazine. One of the points regarding a magazine is that you get to, if you want to finish it from first till last point of the magazine, you may read all sorts of magazines that may not interest you at the end of the day, and you are just thinking, okay, I don't want to read it, just move on from it. Okay, so these kind of articles are also here, but one of my most favorite articles from this particular publication was against expensive excellence, the US Army needs less good, cheaper drones, so what's stopping it? Okay, so this was one of my most favorite articles in this publication. A reason why it's regarding military expenditure, the defense expenditure. It was basically explaining that why the US manufactured drones are so expensive as compared to Chinese manufactured drones. Okay, and just to give you a sense of what I'm talking about here is that Chinese drones are usually, which are being used in Ukraine war from the Ukraine side against Russia, are usually costing Ukraine 500 to 1,000 at minimum per drone, US dollars, of course. And on the other hand, the minimum mark of US drones, from which are the cheapest unit, the US drones are amounting to $10,000 US dollars per drone, till they go to $80,000 to $90,000 per drone. Okay, so you can, you are listening what kind of scale, huge scale difference we are talking about here, that US is so particular about their technology and so particular about their standards of their weapons and all, etc., that they their cost of each drone is so much higher than as compared to what the Chinese are manufacturing, or this kind of comparison. And they even explain that why they are so expensive as compared to the Chinese drone. And basically, to cut it off short, the difference is because of the technology used in the Chinese drone is much less capable and much lower quality to keep the commercial aspect in view as compared to the drones manufactured for the United States military. And so this is the kind of scope we are dealing here in terms of military expenditure.